Hey guys, Justin here. I'm in Tuen Mun station today, and today is going with my family into to visit my grandma, which she's now staying in eternity in Tsang Tsui Columbarium. So that's why on board K52A today by MTR Bus. But the thing is, this route is the only route that goes to Tsang Tsui, so that's why hopefully there won't be people actually occupying the spots at the front here. Okay, at least we got a spot. Perfect! Now this route costs $9.60, but I think if you actually change from Tuen Mun line over, it will cost you only $4.80, which is half price. I think we need to pay again when we get off, but for this route, because it's by KMB, not by KMB, it's by MTR Bus, it's by MTR, so that's why they set up the fare a little bit more differently. Full fare is $9.60, but all stops, if you're just going to the stops in front of Lung Kwu Tan, all of the stops before Lung Kwu Tan, you'll be half price, $4.80 regardless. So that's why when I board, it cost me zero. Because if you change from Tuen Mun line, normally for all of the MTR routes, it will be zero. Free interchange, but for going to Tsang Tsui, I think we need extra. Board K52A here. Now before I've done 56S and 52S by KMB, which is special occasions during Chongyun festivals and all of that stuff. That route goes express. This route doesn't really go to express, but it does stops quite a lot of stations. But it's half the price of all of the KMB routes, that's why. During normal days, only K52A going to Tsang Tsui. This route is a branch line of K52, which just goes to Lung Kwu Tan, but the map is a little different. This route basically passed through all of the light rail stations. And all of the announcements are recorded by Cherry Chan, so that's why MTR announcement styles. So K52 goes to Tuen Mun Town Center, loop at the back, it goes to Tuen Mun Ferry Pier and all of that stops, and then head up to Lung Kwu Tan. This route don't go that way, it goes to the back and takes basically where the light rail path is and goes to Lung Kwu Tan and continues to Tsang Tsui. I think when we get off we need to pay again. I think we need to tap our card again when we get off. Because the charging system for this route is different for all stops before Tsang Tsui, and also if you're going to Tsang Tsui it's different. So if you're taking full journey to Tsang Tsui, $4.80 with Tuen Mun line interchange and $9.60 for no interchange. But if you are going to all of the previous stops before Tsang Tsui, the terminus, it will only cost you zero if you interchange with Tuen Mun line, and normal price will be $4.80. Well, here's into Tuen Mun. Later on, this route won't be too bad in terms of red lights, but there'll be still red lights, so later on we'll pass through a path that probably will be very similar to how the Perth paths are, with very countryside looking, very rural, and a lot of those U-turns in the middle of the road that you need to go by. There's a light rail track at the top. I just saw a phase 3 pass by, which is pretty cool. Oh, night route. Oh, no, phase 3. Perfect. Wow, even double car phase 3. That was pretty cool. Wow, this road is absolutely miserable. Where's the announcements for this stupid bus? Do we have like a stop right here? If there's a stop right here, that's gonna be complete bullshit because the terminus is just inside that way. We just made a loop. Oh my gosh, but this Route 506 is miserable. This Route 506 is one of the most useful MTR bus routes here, so that's why tons of people will board this thing. Oh, there is a stop here, is it? Wow, that's pretty cool actually. There's a stop right here. We got a E200. Oh, it clearly already said MTR Route 200, so it's an E200. Is that AA double doors? Double doors AAU over there. But that's an MTR bus AAU, so that's why. Holy crap. All of these people are boarding this route. It's gonna be packed at the bottom. Holy crap. Next 下一站輕鐵屯門站，下一站輕鐵屯門站。Next stop, LRT Tuen Mun stop. Now this is not KMB, so don't need please hold the handrail non-stop. No non-stop, please hold the handrail. But you can compare this one, $9.60, and the 56S. 56S is the KMB version and it's a special edition for Tsang Tsui by KMB. That route costs $16, while this one costs $9.60. That one costs $16, but that one is express because it doesn't stop anything. Literally, 56S is express. It just runs straight to Tsang Tsui with technically no stops. There's a stop at Lung Kwu Tan, but no one's gonna get off at Lung Kwu Tan for that route.
Next stop, light rail, Kin On stop.
Oh, there you guys have it. Cherry Chan on buses. Kin On is at the front. Kin On is 505 exclusive. Next stop, light rail Kin On stop. Yeah, Kin On is right there. There's Kin On. You see the light rail stop. 10 minutes already. Now this route during normal days, today is a Thursday, so it means weekdays, 60 minutes per bus, 1 hour per bus for this route.
下一站輕鐵青雲站，下一站輕鐵青雲站。Next stop, light rail Tsing Wun stop.
So, yep, this route, 1 hour per bus during weekdays, 30 minutes per bus during Saturdays, and 20 minutes per bus during Sundays and public holidays, which is reasonable in my opinion, because of course during weekends there will be more people going in there than during weekdays, so that's why they set up more services during weekends. Got some light rail over there, phase 1 coming in, 615P. 下一站輕鐵青雲站，下一站輕鐵青雲站。Next stop, light rail Tsing Wun stop.
下一站聖彼得堂。Next stop, SKH St. Peter's Church.
下一站聖彼得堂，下一站聖彼得堂。Next stop, SKH St. Peter's Church, which is right there, past already. Next stop is Lung Mun Station. Lung Mun stop. I don't think it's Lung Mun stop, I think it's something else.
下一站富健花園。下一站富健花園。Next stop, Glorious Garden.
下一站富健花園，下一站富健花園。Next stop, Glorious Garden. Well, later on when I come back, I took Tuen Mun line over because my parents insist that I have to take Tuen Mun line. For me, when I take into Tsang Tsui, for sure I'll be taking buses all the way through. So that's why later on when I go back, I don't care about them. I'm just gonna take buses. So for K52A, I can get off right here at Lung Mun, and then we'll change to a bus and then another bus out. So it's Glorious Garden. The sun is very serious, so that's why. And when someone's getting off, so that's why we need to park here. But that 506 is already full. Are we full too? I think we might be full as well. I'm checking whether it says full. No, just said Lung Kwu Tan. So KMB buses, I will do another KMB route by myself after all the requests. Those are a lot of fun. Most of them goes to rural areas, but there are some just connects like from Yuen Long to Tin Shui Wai, like that. But some goes to like Lao Fao Shan, including this one is actually going to Tsang Tsui as a rural area. Because literally there's nothing in Tsang Tsui except the Columbarium. Okay? There's nothing in Tsang Tsui except the Columbarium, which is newly built recently, like a few years ago. So that's why they set up this route as every single day has service, because basically there are no other ways to go to Tsang Tsui. Like you might be thinking, wait, then how about the other cemeteries, other columbariums? Now technically Wo Hub Shek in Fan Ling, you can't take into Wa Ming and walk over, so that's why it's not the problem. But for this one, you can't walk that. Even if you get off at Lung Kwu Tan, how long do you need to walk that one? 30 minutes? No. So that's why they have this route. But for other columbariums, no.
下一站新屯门中心。Next stop, Tuen Mun Center.
下一站輕鐵蝴蝶站，下一站輕鐵蝴蝶站。Next stop, next stop, light rail butterfly stop.
Next stop, light rail butterfly stop.
Here's light rail depot, so there are light rails inside for depot, and some MTR buses will also use that as a depot. Well, more red lights. He's a pretty good driver. He's driving pretty decently. Oh, well, that's a perfect example of a full bus over there. Every single one. What the hell? There are even people standing on the upper deck. That's not that's not allowed, actually. Inboard. Yep. Now, I don't think ever in Perth that a bus service, even during rush hours, will be absolutely full, that they have to skip the stop and cannot actually let people get in. I don't think ever in Perth that's gonna happen. Yeah, I don't think that's ever gonna happen in Perth, that a bus is way too full that it has to skip the stop and cannot let passengers get on.
下一站屯門公眾騎術學校，下一站屯門公眾騎術學校。Next stop, Tuen Mun Public Riding School.
Tuen Mun Public Riding School. So, but here, when you're doing rush hours, like especially for those cross harbor routes, well, the bus is gonna be just like, basically the bus can literally can skip every single stop after it just get full. Like especially Route 101 for Hong Kong here, cross harbor route. That route it was.
Next stop, Butterfly Beach Park.
Yeah, so that's why some cross harbor routes during rush hours, they can simply just skip every single stop because they would just get full after a few stops away from the terminus. Right, so this path is exactly the same as K52 now, but it just goes to Lung Kwu Tan for K52. We'll keep going past Lung Kwu Tan.
下一站望后石，下一站望后石。Next stop, Pillar Point.
Pillar Point. And we have Tuen Mun Chek Lap Kok Tunnel, which is just right here. It goes up top and across to the other side to Tung Chung. And the tunnel will take you 8 to 10 minutes to complete. into the
政府车场，下一站政府车场。Next stop, Government Depot.
Government Depot. This basically just looks like the paths in Perth here. Not a lot of things around, and then just a lot of these gyratory turns here. Got one right there.
Next stop, River Trade Terminal.
I'll just let Cherry Chan do the every single announcement here. I'm not gonna do anything. Actually, it's first time taking K52 actually for me. I've been into Tsang Tsui a few times because just for of course for visiting my grandma, but this is my first time taking K52A. Last time when I get in there, it was last year during Chongyuan Festival. I think during that period, and 56S and 52S are available, so that's why I took those last time. Filmed those as well, so. And then before that, early last year, no buses yet, because it just started the service, the Tsang Tsui Columbarium, that's so new that they didn't actually have any bus services at that time. So that's why you need to book a government coach to bring you inside. But now the coach is no longer there because this route is there, so.
Next stop, Eco Park.
Eco Park. And we also have a tea park in here. Those are all just like showing the environmental friendly stuff, like how to deal with landfills. You can see there is a landfill here, so that's why you can see the truck at the front is filled with garbage, and they're going to the landfills here.
Next stop, Tuen Mun Steel Mill.
Here's Eco Park. See how pretty this is. This really looks like Perth. I mean, this path just really looks like Perth because that's how I take 960 every single day before. This is how the path goes, so. We got a steel mill coming up, but basically no one will get off at these stops. Because it's not useful, there's nothing around. But that's a lot of people over that side, on that bus stop over that way. Someone's getting off. here goes the some of these very funny stops because due to the fact that this area there are literally no distinguishable features to name the bus stops. They just name it according to the road and the number. So that's why upcoming is 312 Sha Po Kong, because the area is Sha Po Kong, and then they just use the number associated to that bus stop spot. So that's why we have 312 coming up, and we have 177, and we have 12 something. And after that 12 something, we're straight to Tsang Tsui. This route is not too bad, but quite a lot of stops in Tuen Mun. And literally no stops around here. Now actually, wow, that was a freaky announcement. Just to remind people that if you're just going to Lung Kwu Tan, get off at 127 Sha Po Kong. Upcoming is Lung Kwu Tan. There's literally nothing again at the front. It's just a beach. Lung Kwu Tan. The word Tan, direct translate from Chinese over, is beach. So that's why Lung Kwu. Basically, it's Lung Kwu Beach, but they just call it Lung Kwu Tan. Okay, there's the beach at the front. You can see there's literally nothing around here. So that's why. And also, actually, technically, if you actually want to say, going from mainland China, Shenzhen, over to Tsang Tsui is actually way faster than going from Hong Kong city center to Tsang Tsui. Because you can actually see Shenzhen Bay Port in Tsang Tsui. It's in the background if you actually visit Tsang Tsui, and you should be able to see Shenzhen Bay Port at the back. So that's why. Here's a Sha Po Kong, whatever 312, whatever that is. There are houses here. You can see people do live here, but geez Louise, if you live in here, holy crap. There's basically, you need to have a car if you're to live in here. It's just like in Perth, those areas. Like in, what are those things called? In near High Wycombe. Nothing around. This is even worse than High Wycombe, because High Wycombe has a train station. There's nothing here. Only these two routes, K52 and 52A. 下一站沙浦江177號，下一站沙浦江177號。Next stop, Sha Po Kong, 177 Sha Po Kong. 下一站沙浦江127號。下一站沙浦江127號。Next stop, 127 Sha Po Kong. And here's the stop for the Lung Kwu Tan of you. So if you're going to if you're just going to Lung Kwu Tan, get off right here. Next stop is Tsang Tsui. K52 terminus is inside there. Right there. Very rusty bus terminus right there. 下一站曾咀靈灰安置所。下一站曾咀靈灰安置所。Next stop, Tsang Tsui Columbarium.
Next stop, Tsang Tsui Columbarium.
Here's Express, no stops. We're taking 10 minutes into Tsang Tsui. That's why when we get back, we're around 30 minutes now. So the bus departs always, because it's 1 hour per bus. So that's why both sides there will be a bus departs at Tsang Tsui and one bus departs at Tuen Mun station at the 0 mark. So that's why this bus is the 4 o'clock service. So that's why we're trying to catch probably the same bus later on when it does 5 o'clock service later on at Tsang Tsui. The last bus for this route is 6 o'clock. Depart from Tsang Tsui. Last bus 6 o'clock, and the last bus from Tuen Mun into Tsang Tsui is 5 o'clock. And actually, if you can see all the way to the back, you can see there are buildings all the way at the back there. Yes, you can see all of those buildings at the back, tall buildings. That is mainland China already. Yeah, that's Shenzhen already on the other side with all of the buildings. So that's why you can see. Basically, you can even see Shenzhen Bay Port right here. Just to show you guys all of those buildings. You can see the buildings at the back. First we'll go through the woods here. All the buildings on the other side coast, that is Shenzhen of China of the back there. You can even see how many buildings are back there. You can even see the big bridge. You see? Oh my gosh, these trees though, affecting the whole filming. Almost at Tsang Tsui. Too many trees, can't see anything. Yep, basically Shenzhen is at the back, so that's why. There it is, Tsang Tsui Columbarium, just back there. Can't see it. Here's the entrance. If you keep going, it's the landfill. Here you go, entering. Wow. You need to actually wait for the gate. That was pretty cool. RR8145 is a registered bus, so that's why. Yep, just at the back is Shenzhen. Wow. And there's Tsang Tsui Columbarium. That's the building over there.
Next stop, Tsang Tsui Columbarium.
前往增咀嘅乘客，需要在落車到總站後再拍一次八達通卡，以繳付第二段車費。多謝合作。
Yep, there's the announcement. We need to tap the octopus card again to pay for the second part of the fares. Because for all of the stations before Tsang Tsui is only cost $4.80. If it goes to Tsang Tsui here, it will cost you $9.60. So basically you pay one more time. So the first part, it will be 0. So the second part will be $4.80. We do need to loop around. This loop, I remember with 56S and 52S in service at the same time. Wow, that was miserable, this loop. Do we need to go all the way inside, or we can just turn right here? We can just turn right here, okay. Oh my gosh. I was like, what the hell? I already knew what was gonna happen when that thing goes like that. Wow. Made it to Tsang Tsui Columbarium. Here's the terminus. Let's get out. We need to pay again, because that's how the system goes. So that's why you have to get off at the front, because yes, you have to pay again. So that's why you have to pay at the front. And made it to Tsang Tsui Columbarium. It only cost me $4.60 actually for this part, but that's okay. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe, click the bell so they can get notifications when I post. Check out the links in the description. Here's Tsang Tsui Columbarium. We'll quickly go up there and check out my grandma real fast, and we'll come back down and we'll take back to the outside. So till then guys, take it easy. Click on these videos up top and peace.